Hey, y'all, we're back again. Had a question, and we're going to kind of do it. I guess it would be best of each point of view, so of how each person felt. But the question was, what was like uh, after we left Graceland in '77? Uh, I guess I'll start it off. For me, uh, it was different and a change, but in some ways it wasn't. My answer, I guess, would be kind of short. I love both lives, and that's kind of what we lived was two lives, the before and the after. Uh, but yeah, there was a big change, and I mean, we missed alive, missed Elvis, missed that family bond, but we had that family bond, we had memories, we had each other, and to me, we moved on. Like I said, it was different, but I still would live both lives. That's just the way I felt about it.
So that's instead of BC, that would be BE, and then it'd be instead of AC, it'd be A before Elvis
And after
and
Elvis.
after Elvis. Okay, I was clarifying that, make sure I got that right.
Right.
Okay, so what's your life like now with a great brother like me?
I told you that's well. I mean, like I said, family. I've said what I needed to say on it. Like I said, that's the way I felt.
Yeah.
I,
Well, life was really great at Graceland. I mean, how can you top that? It got really bad after we left Graceland because of my daddy, because I wanted to become a singer, and he just had a fit because he said that I would absolutely destroy what all Elvis has done with my great talent and everything. So it was really horrible. Yeah, if you heard me sing, I could clear a room real quick, I promise you. Now, life from my point of view after Elvis, it really, as far as my home life and stuff, it really didn't change. As far as my home life with my parents, I mean, as far as things I got and being spoiled rotten, uh, mom and daddy actually did a great job of that. I mean, uh, the only thing that changed for me is, I had had to get used to the teasing and stuff like that kids did as I was growing up, and but I'll be honest with you, I love my life now, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I'm right where I want to be, and I love what I do for a living, and I love the things that I do and participate in, and I've got my family real close to me. So I mean, Elvis died for a reason. As bad as it hurt, and that's just the way life is. Well, one day my kid's gonna be looking at me, and it's a circle of life, as the Lion King said. Simba.
He did. What the heck did he say?
I watched that
for?
last night. The Lion King. James Earl Jones can't beat that voice.
Well, for me, it was like night and day. Because, I mean, from the time I was married and with Billy, Elvis is all we knew. And, I mean, it was a wonderful life. It had its good times and had the bad times, but more good than bad. But after his death, we adjusted. We didn't have the same, we couldn't have the same lifestyle. But we had our kids, and we,
How lucky you are.
yeah, we were. But we adjusted, and we still had the friends that we had that were the fans that were friends of ours. The real friends were still our friends after his death. So that just shows you that they weren't just our friends because we were with Elvis, and it's Billy always provided. I never worked. I never had to work, and Billy always provided. some way we got through, and a lot of the things that Elvis had given us, we had to sell to take care of our. We had 2 teenage boys, and we had to sell to take care of our kids and our family. We sacrificed a lot, but we got a lot in return.
A whole
and
lot for us. A whole lot y'all
yeah,
sacrificed.
and we're just thankful for the time we had with Elvis, and the things we got to do, and the opportunities, and the people we met, and the things we saw, and for Elvis. But as far as being happy and you know, we've had a great life. Here we are, old codgers now, and we had a great life, and still do.
2 days older than dirt.
Yep. But that's how I
Joe
feel
Dirt.
about it.
Joe
Yeah,
Dirt.
Joe Dirt. I'm Joe, but not
Joe
Dirt.
I'm Dirt.
I saw that. On,
Joe and Dirt. Joe and Dirt.
I saw that on Facebook. I'm Joe, but not Dirt.
But not dirt.
Where to start on this, I have no idea.
It's hard.
The biggest thing was I had to go to work.
Get a real job, huh?
Get a real job.
No, it's if I had it to do all over again, I wouldn't hesitate 1 second. I've had a unique and very things in between, disappointments, all this in life, and ups and downs, and just like anybody. But the one thing that I was so dadgum lucky, because Elvis was a relative and he made it big, and
Chose
he
you.
actually, you know, as a family, brought all of his family as best he could along with him. And I can't explain it. This is one life you'd have to live. And,
yeah.
And you got to live
and
it.
people can't live it, you know, like I did. I hate it, but, you know, it's a fact, and you can't change it. But
From the beginning to the end.
beginning to the end. Now, after Elvis passed away, it was rough. God, that, you know, because like I say, that was all I knew from the time
Yep. For a long
I was little to, you know, till he passed away. After that, you know, I have my family, so that's what my biggest concern and care for after Elvis passed away was my family and taking care of them. And I think you know, I've managed to take care of them and do okay. And right now we still, like I say, we still live Elvis, so you know it's always be there as far as that part of our life. He was such a big part of it, but I just can't put into words the life that I had, you know, and
It's entirely different.
it's yeah,
It's
Yes.
entirely
There's
different.
there's
It
no
was-
way you could put that.
and I can't explain. I wish I could, but anyway, to make a long story short, it was fabulous.
To say the least.
Yeah, that's
to
just
say,
another
to
word.
say the
Fabulous,
least.
It just, yeah, it's like you said, you can't, everybody has, I mean, you had your part from beginning to end, just like, in a way, we really did too, you know, as kids and growing up in that life and family, and it just, like I said, sometimes you try to explain it, but you
can't,
just,
you
you
can't.
can't, it was,
You just had to be there. And,
Elvis's
and know how he
fans have
was.
kept Elvis's legacy from throughout, and by that I was a part of, and I could still, as we say,
What we
we
always
always live Elvis.